of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 20. Yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here we go. Line 20. Pick it up.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. T.J. Logan, 88 yards, and the Eagles have taken the early lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And Blake, the tight end's got it. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Gurley again here on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working. I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. Brown, the lone receiver, left. So now from half the distance closer, here's first and goal. They'll try to pound it in with West. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
Let's go. Man left, man left. You got 3 down, 3 down.
4th down. Here's Wilson. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Russell Wilson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The tackle by Terrence Mitchell.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Great coverage there. Holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
But I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Throwing is Wilson. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Get tight. Go 14. We're waiting.
On first down, Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan with a sack, the former first-round pick in 2017. Throwing on second and long. Wilson, and this one's incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver, and it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now Wilson. Caught left side by Cobb. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
13-yard line.
Cut.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Goff now looking to throw. With a catch made, this is Emmanuel Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A gain there of 21 yards. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved.
Let's go, let's go!
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Goff. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To the air again. Gone. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They run with Logan. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Cut. 180. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Switch. Control. I got motion.
Now a first down throw. Gone. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. 2nd and 10. Goff again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season, taking the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Packers get set to go. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
52 the mic. Who that? Check.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick-6 last year, remember it. But it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs. And they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not. It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, man open left side is Brown. He's at the 30, 10, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there just before halftime. 66 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Rosas good with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And out now come the Eagles. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done. Many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Value three.
Goff on first down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was looking for Matthews that time. That'll bring up second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Back to throw, Goff. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Try to go back to Matthews there. Third down here. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The final shot before break here. Goff flushed out right. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This fielded at the 2. Oh, good move. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Line 20.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. A'Shawn Robinson, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
3rd and 2. Goff. Unable to find Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Up to make the stop, the Pro Bowl safety, Malcolm Jenkins.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Tiger.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
Lady.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Hold on. Check.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hey, hold it. Yeah. No, check that.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
Again they run with Gurley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a first down on a gain of 10. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. 2nd and goal from the 1. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Aldrick Robinson, 98 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
15 ready? 52's the mic. Come on. Come on, D. Kill.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he's got room. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
380. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now on second and 13, Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
He's crashing.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. The Eagles on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Goff. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Murphy now to return. Now, sometimes those punt returns can yield some unnecessary roughness penalty.
Now, I know a lot of guys, when they run a long way to execute a block or make a hit, they're going to launch it no matter what, and it can often cost them.
defense, no gap.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the shotgun, Wilson escaping the pressure right. Got some real estate inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Gurley. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. Another try on 2nd down with Gurley. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Wilson to throw. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked in and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan. And the Eagles are likely going to win it. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
They'll begin the drive with Collins. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The Eagles on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, high 7. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Goff now to throw. And he finds McDonald. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Eagles, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support bra. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey, yo, I need that big